Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Detective Comics issue number 1028. Oops. There's a lot of comics out this week, all right? And the only DC comic that I apparently picked up was Hawkman. And although it would be a great way to protest DC always putting up nothing but Batman all the time and advertising and pushing it and all that, I actually did make a mistake and I forgot that, that Detective Comics was out this week. Oops, legit. Oops. Anyhow, it is out. I got it on Comixology. We're good. Either way, let's get talking about this comic book after we talk about who made this comic book. So Peter J. Tomasi did the story and the words. Nicola Scott on art. This issue is called New Blood. The colorist is Trish Mulvihill, and Rob Lay does the letters. Kenneth Rockefort on cover, and Lee Bermejo with that sexy, sexy variant cover. Batman was, of course, created by Bill Finger. Let's talk about this book. So we've actually got a detective story in Detective Comics. Imagine that. It's also a one-shot. There are some new characters in here that both good and bad, and it looks like the beginnings of a new mayorship. Somebody running for mayor. I believe this is this person's first appearance. I could be wrong. Either way, that's a thing. So by all means, go and check this stuff out. This could be worth something to you if, you know, that's what you buy your comic books for. That almost sounds like I feel like I'm better than you. No, that's not the case at all. I don't feel like I'm better than anyone. If you buy comic books and you do expect to one day sell them, boom, this comic book will probably be worth something. Anyway, whether you're a flipper or a buyer or a speculator, bang. There are some first appearances in here. We're expanding Batman's rogues gallery, both the good and the bad side of it. Anyway, good stuff happens in here. Now, this does seem a little bit silly at some points. Some of the art, and this is no disrespect, it's Nicola Scott, right? I'm sorry, does anybody want to throw shade at Nicola Scott? I didn't think so. Me neither. But some of the stuff does seem a little bit silly, and a lot of it is because of the words that are used. It feels a little bit boxy, but with great shadows and whatnot. And with this Batman, stay with me. This is not actually an insult. This is actually a huge praise, okay? With the words that are being used with the boxy art and really great shadows, I'm also seeing just a little tad of a little bit of humor in the book where Batman is in fact dark, but, you know, not as dark as The Dark Knight. Who are you? Say my name. Pray to me, you know, stuff like that. No, this is like an older version of Batman before Frank Miller got a hold of him. So what does this actually remind me of? This book, in both its story and all of the art involved and the things that are happening in here, it feels a lot like a Neil Adams book. And like I'm about to start getting choked up just thinking about that. I don't know if they did this on purpose. It's a possibility, because Tomasi is just one of those guys, man. You can't not like Peter J. Tomasi. This dude is just, bro, he is a blessing to the comic book community. You know what I'm saying? From the little things that he does, like his old buddy Patrick Gleason. You know what I'm saying? He's got Gleason storage units. I mean, come on. It's silly little things like this that just make me, like, I just get a little bit, you know, fluttered of breath right there. This was a really fun comic book. There's a mystery here to be solved, and it's a fun mystery to watch. People die. There's some death involved, but it's still, okay, but besides the death, it's still a really fun comic book, bro. I loved this. I genuinely loved this, and I'm looking forward to more of this. If we get more little one-shots like this, like one more, just give us one more like this, pretty please, with sugar on top. But even if we don't, we know that there are more of these in store. I don't know where Tomasi gets his stories from, but I wish I could visit that universe and just pick from it at will. The guy is a genius, and he is a gift to all of us. Nicola Scott and everybody involved in this book did a freaking bang-up job on what is just a really fun story with some new characters being introduced, just like back in the day when Neil Adams was in charge of a book. Hot damn, that felt great. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Make sure you get this book. Get the physical copy if you want. You'll actually walk in the comic book store knowing that it's there, and unlike me, it's just... Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Like the video, watch an ad. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.